Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Gabe. This is my channel. You can overthink with me if you want. If not, stay tuned at home so we can all overthink together. This is part of the amateur series. I don't know where it's going yet, but do we all know where we're going? Hmm. A lot of people want to tell us where we're going. In one of my previous videos, I said I hate colors. I hate the idea of heritages. I said that totally wrong. Heritage and culture being consumed by a color, black, white, and whatever. I don't know if the color spectrum actually goes with each color, but yeah, that too. It's a little weird, don't you think? The reason why I'm so hung up on this is because I think it takes away from your movement and it makes it a tad bit silly. Okay? It was silly when they started calling black people black. Okay? Jim Crow's laws were the worst thing that ever happened to the great state of South Carolina I have ever seen. Okay? Well, I haven't seen it, but I have read. Okay? The effects are still kind of underlying to this day, even though um can't speak for everyone who lives in this great state. Even though it's been pretty cool, it's been pretty nothing crazy, right? So let's switch gears. This video is more about the colors that we see every day without even having a notice or mention on how it goes or works. Let me give you a good example. When you see a mixed person, what color are they? Are they black? Are they white? Are they beige? Does it matter what color they are? Hmm. Um, some would say no, some would say yes. Have you ever seen someone who's orange? Have you ever seen someone who's the skin colors matter, guys? If we're using colors, I know some of y'all might think I'm a little silly right now, but if we're using colors, these colors totally matter. Like where where on the spectrum is this side of my palm? Okay, so I so where do we put the these gaps that we have in our own understanding of this stuff, right? I mean, you could get a scientist on it, but I prefer them figuring out things that are much more uh I much more important. So that's why we have to bring in the amateur, okay? Me. We got to bring me in to figure out these stop gaps in people's idea of the color spectrum, okay? So let's say let's bring it together. Let's put the LGBTQ stuff, you know, if they got more letters. I'm sorry. I'm not a professional, but let's put black on this side, white on this side, and every color in between, right? Because let's flip it both ways. If they're using the whole injustice stuff, men and women stuff, let's just put everybody in this middle. And you know what? Let's give women a color. What women color want to be? Pink? You think that's a little much? What color women should be? Oh, but okay, okay. We'll have to do it the old school rules. Blue male, pink lady. Okay, so we got blue and pink. All right, so where you want to put your gay guys at? All right, what color you want to give them? Right, you're gonna have to mix together some colors. You want to go brown, but that's where you would put the Mexicans, right? Where would you put the Asians? You know, I'm trying to get the color spectrum. Is no one else trying to get this? Because We we're trying to get this into perspective here. You may think this is rambling to some degree, but it's not. This is important amateur business. Okay, so we're at the spectrum. Okay, you're gonna have to excuse me. I don't want to put no visuals for this because people will just be like, "Man, that's a good idea," and just take it. No, no visuals. This is pure what we're talking about. All right, so let's get off the colors. Let's get off this whole color spectrum business, okay? I am making fun of it a bit, if you haven't noticed, but people actually think this way and apply this stuff. Back when I was in high school, they had a LGBT, even back then, club. I didn't want any part of it, uh, especially because there's no way someone like me, and so some of us is like me. Someone like me wouldn't think of a way to make fun of this whole situation. You know, it's just a culture we grew up in where we just make fun of everything, and that doesn't mix in today's climate, does it? Uh, make even you could do it with a smile, right? Like you could just, and people will still call you like the scum of the earth, where people are actually doing actions equal to that. So, all right, so we went through the whole color spectrum thing. We went through all of the different combinations. If y'all want to add your own combinations in the comment section, if y'all want, yellow, green, blue, yellow, y'all do whatever y'all want. Y'all got the color game on lock. I will read all of them, and maybe we can come up with our own color spectrum. That'll be a good homework assignment for everybody, all my amateurs out there. I want y'all to come up with that color spectrum, bro, and bring that professional flair to it. All right. So please don't take this too seriously, but I think this is part of a bigger problem, which I'm gonna get into a little bit, is that we get caught up in the headlines of what we're talking about. Stop reading headlines, guys. Everything is not gonna be uh dire. It's not gonna happen really quickly. It's not gonna be like, oh my God, this big thing is happening. It's gonna take a slower burn to get where we want to go for this type of stuff. You know, I feel like we have made progress in fields, but I'm telling you, I have hung out with people, I have talked to people. None of this stuff is gonna affect them. Okay, they're gonna think how they want to think, and they're young dudes. Okay, so you can't say, oh yeah, all everyone who thinks this way is just gonna die out. No, they're young, they're still there. They want to reproduce. It's still gonna be there. All right, so don't instead of focusing on wiping out something completely, you want to decrease it. And I think that's where we're having a misunderstanding. We're going to completely eradicate it or completely accept it. I say just have a mix of it. Some people are gonna not agree with you. They're gonna think what you're saying and what you're doing is, quite frankly, a waste of time. But that doesn't mean that's everybody, and they're not people you can convert. And that's where a lot of people of the of faith come from as well. You're not gonna convert everyone to your cause, guys. So that's basically what this video is about, isn't it? Stop trying to convert everybody. Not everybody's gonna be on your side. Especially you couldn't even convert your parents, right? You couldn't even get your cousins, your aunts. No one immediate. Like you wasn't willing to have those confrontations with people, and you're gonna try to insert yourself into someone else's line of thinking without having those confrontations. If your friends are racist, you need to call them a racist, bro. You know, if your friends saying some outlandish stuff about gay people and transvestites and whatever you want to call them, and you don't agree with that, and then you come on the internet trying to speak some trash to something you don't even defend in your own everyday life, just be cognizant of that. And that's the video, guys. Don't forget to do the thing with the YouTube thing, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for tuning in. I hope y'all like the new how we're trying to do things here. And if not, you know, keep accepting feedback and keep having fun. I'll see y'all tomorrow, Monday through Friday, every weekday. And if you don't like that, don't watch every day. Just pretend I only upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There you go. Peace.